Hi everyone, it's Thursday afternoon. Good to see you. I'm Meteorologist Ryan Hoke here with a weekday edition of the Hokey video blog. Got a few things to talk about today in regard to the 4th of July coming up tomorrow. And we've got the latest update. The 2 p.m. outlook from the National Hurricane Center has come out for Hurricane Arthur. We'll go over some of the latest data with that as well. Let's get you right into things right now with our Wave 3 News Fifth Third Bank Sky Track camera from Jeffersonville. Kind of a cloudy day out there if you see it right now from out there from atop the Sheraton in Jeffersonville looking at the Metro Louisville skyline. Yeah, we've got quite a few of those clouds out there. Some breaks in there. Some folks are seeing a little more sunshine than others. Temperatures, oh yes, they're nice and cool. In the 70s at this hour. 73 in Fort Knox. Look at Shelbyville in the upper 60s. Same story up there in Seymour as well. So we're going to be seeing some cooler weather as we go throughout the next couple of days. The dew points are also very low. We've got a dew point right now here in the city of around 57 degrees. We've been spending our dew points in the last few days in the 60s and 70s. This is very welcome. A lot of folks turning off the AC in their cars, much like I did on my way to work this morning. Across the Metro Louisville area, still seeing a mix of lower 70s at this hour, 74 now out there in PRP. You see a bunch of these cumulus clouds over the area now. In fact, I'll turn on the visible satellite view so you can see even better what we're getting right now. And look at this. Yeah, quite a bit of cloud cover around our area right now. But if you look off just to our north and west, we do have a bit more clear conditions up there. Look at Indianapolis, Lafayette, Champaign, Illinois. They're looking a whole lot more clear than we are right now. Out to our east, we still have that cold front causing some severe thunderstorm warnings. In fact, quite a few of them off toward the eastern seaboard. And I think what we're getting back behind this front here is just a little bit of friction on the ground. And what happens is that can spur some clouds along with a very small upper level disturbance. So not going to be a big deal, not going to see any thunderstorm chances or any rain chances as we head throughout the day because the air is just far too dry for anything like that. Otherwise, you can see those clouds that kind of came out of the ether there as we went throughout the late morning, the early afternoon. Had some sunshine earlier in the day, but I think we'll be regaining a little bit more sun as we go throughout the late afternoon, the early evening. And certainly for tomorrow, tomorrow looks like a fantastic day for your 4th of July. High temperatures in the lower 80s. Here's Hurricane Arthur, current location just off the coast of Charleston, South Carolina there, trying to go northward into southern portions of North Carolina, into the Wilmington area, and into portions of Wrightsville Beach out there. It's going to be taking a northeasterly turn, though, very soon. If it doesn't, it would run right into the coastline there, but I think it's going to be taking this easterly turn because we've got that aforementioned cold front that's going to try to scoot that thing off to the north and east. You'll see the National Hurricane Center's latest outlook on this has 90-mile-per-hour winds with gusts up to 115. It's still a Category 1 storm, but we're starting to get into the stronger portion of that Category 1, almost into a Category 2. That starts at about 100 miles per hour. You see that there on Thursday, tonight at 8 o'clock. It attains a Category 2 status there just off the coast of Wilmington, North Carolina. It heads toward the Outer Banks, toward Cape Hatteras, toward Kitty Hawk. It could make a landfall there. At least the current forecast has it very close to doing so, if not doing so. And given the northward track that we're seeing right now, and it's not taking the northeasterly turn yet, that may very well happen. By Friday, 8 o'clock, begins moving off to the north and east rather quickly because it gets caught up in the jet stream winds aloft in the more northerly latitudes, and then by the time we head into the weekend, it'll be a remnant low up there near Nova Scotia, areas of eastern Canada as well. The big threats from this really are going to be rip currents, I think. If you've got plans to go out to the beach on the eastern seaboard this holiday weekend, maybe you're making a trip there, taking a couple days off, you could have a rip current threat, so just make sure you swim parallel to shore, not perpendicular to shore, if you feel like you're getting caught in one of these and being pulled out to sea. If you swim parallel to shore, you're fine. Of course, I think we will have some wind problems near Cape Hatteras and those areas as well in eastern North Carolina. I think that's about the only area that's going to be seeing that kind of thing. We have had a tornado warning or two in southern North Carolina from this just because we've had the rotation in this hurricane as well. You've already got the rotation there. It doesn't take too much to spin up a small tornado. You see the hurricane watches, the hurricane warnings, the tropical storm watches and warnings, a plethora of these out toward North Carolina into the Norfolk, Virginia area, as well as down almost to Charleston, South Carolina at this point. So you see the hurricane warnings there basically off the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I think that's where the threat's going to be maximized over the next day or so. Let's take you through Futurecast. There goes Hurricane Arthur, and we've got high pressure moving in behind our cold front that's also pushing off to the east. Sometimes in these situations, and actually I should say quite a bit of the time, these hurricanes like to dip down more cooler air and drier air on the back side of them. They kind of pump up this ridge out to the east, and then you get kind of a sinking air on the back side of them. So that's why you can get some really, really beautiful days in the summertime when these hurricanes are moving up the east coast. Well, we just happen to have a cold front that moved through with a very nice high pressure moving in, and the hurricane's probably helping just a little bit as well. So the high pressure moves in as we go throughout your Friday. 4th of July just looks fantastic. Low humidity, temperatures in the lower 80s. We're under a northerly wind then, but once we get into Saturday, as the high pressure moves up toward Pennsylvania, we get more of a southerly wind component. That begins to feed in the humidity, the warmer air. Temperatures begin to surge into the middle 80s, and eventually by the end of the weekend, we'll be close to 90 once again with higher humidity and a storm chance in there as well. Just what you wanted to hear, right? Wanted to compare some previous July 4ths because this one's going to be an exceptional one. No rain, low humidity, lower temperatures. We've had some lower temperatures as late as last year, 74 degrees, but that came with rain. That was rain-cooled air we saw, and we had 102 back in 2012, so the polar opposite of that. And then in 2011, temperatures were in the mid-80s, a trace there. It was warmer in 2010, and then you see the rain that we had in 2009 and 2008 with some of those cooler temperatures there. This year, we get the best of both worlds. We get the cooler temperatures, the lower humidity, and the lack of rain, whereas in previous years, you've either had to take the rain or the warmer temperatures, one or the other. So, pretty good deal for us this year. Hope you enjoy your 4th of July festivities. I'm in tonight at 5:30 on Wave 3 News, and for Brian Good, I'll be here with Kevin. We'll get you through your latest forecast. We'll have some features on there as well on Hurricane Arthur. And we'll have the latest updates to come on news and weather across the region. For now, I'm meteorologist Ryan Hoke. Thanks for watching.